Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're checking out AMD's 9060 XT on the LG. This is a 4K monitor, but it does switch over to a 1080p. Right now we're at the 1080p mode. And essentially we are checking this out because, you know my friends, I consistently am always hearing that games are just terribly optimized, or they're so horrible, or this or that. And so I've been essentially trying to get to the bottom of that for a while now. I've been trying to look for ways to 100% increase my enjoyment while at the same time looking at the way technology works today. And I find myself amazed that everybody is so out to get 1080p. It feels like it feels like everybody is just like, oh my gosh, 1080p is just trash. And I look at this, running around, I mean, we have frame generation on. We're pushing like a couple hundred frames while in the city, just on the street level, where your frame rate really tanks a lot on this game normally. And we're pretty much at the highest settings you can get with ray tracing completely turned off. There's no ray tracing at all right now. And I've been sitting here for about, I'd say about 30 minutes just playing around with this game. Just kind of running through, taking a look at it, HDR on at 1080p with no ray tracing, and just having fun, just feeling the experience at 1080p resolution. As you can see, we move away from the street level. Our frame rate starts to go up even more. We can get up here to the top of the city and stuff, and like we'll legit start pushing 300 frames a second, and due to the fact that this monitor will do 480, the image is just so smooth, and it just feels so incredible to play this game. Whereas you turn on ray tracing and all of that stuff, and it just becomes a stutter fest. I would be using what's it called, the Afterburner, but for some reason with AMD guys, it just starts to freak out. It'll crash the game and all of that stuff. So we're just gonna use AMD's Adrenaline software. That'll at least let us know what we're pushing. I mean, like, you get to like 336 frames a second, my friend, and it just becomes so ultra smooth that, like, every single pixel as you're moving, it really does just completely transform. You start looking down at the city, but my gosh, guys, you just don't understand that, like, man, we throw around unoptimized so easily these days when we have legitimately every single freaking tool in our disposal to fully take advantage of the games that we play today. And it's not just Spider-Man, my friends. Like, we're talking everything. You put it on, and we're at native resolution. We are not doing any upscaling at all right now. We're at native. All the other detail, like there's some ultimate settings on here too for like detail and stuff like that. And yeah, we have all of that 100% enabled right now. And oh my goodness, my friends, you just sit here and play this game, and I don't know what to say to people anymore. I feel like we do spend a lot of time complaining about everything. And look, not even a 5090 is going to give you a 4K experience like this. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you like turn it down to like 4K and you turn off all the ray tracing and all of that stuff, maybe you do. Maybe you do, but I'm not going to spend $3,000 to find out. I'm sorry, guys. Not when I can legit play this like this and it fully be incredible to play. I mean, is there even a 4K monitor that will do 480 hertz? If I turn down settings even more, then the frame rate just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. this right here just feels absolutely bizarre to play this like this. But the thing is you get a 5090 and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to turn on the ray tracing and all of that stuff. And yeah, ray tracing absolutely helps this game. But when you're moving around the city this fast, I don't really think it matters much, to be completely honest with you. I really just don't. I feel like we are at a point with gaming where we have the ability to fully enjoy every experience we get. With a 9060 XT, guys, like, look at this. You're not gonna find an affordable 4K experience under $1,000 that's gonna perform like this, my friends. I'm sorry, you're just not. I mean, I can get kind of close to this, you know, at 4K with like the 9070 XT and the 5070 Ti, but it's still kind of shaky on those cards. It is, you know. You start pushing that, your memory's gonna start going through the roof and all of that stuff. So it's, yeah, you start to get like the stutters and everything like that. But this is just so ultra freaking smooth, my friends. You just fly through here, legit, like you're just legit flying through here. And the pixel response time of OLED is so fast that, like, you just get this sharp, clean image quality that just looks so smooth. So smooth, man. And with FSR4 on here, even in like the native AA mode that we're in, wow. Absolutely fantastic. Man, I love playing this game. But let's go ahead and check out a different experience for you guys. Wanted to do this for you. Give you guys a look at some of this other stuff that we've got going on right now, you know, at like 1080p. Another game, Mind's Eye. This one here just recently came out, and we're having a lot of problems, you know, basically running this game at, you know, 4K. You know, it is kind of a heavy game. So let's see how this one will play at 1080p and see if it's something that we can, you know, fix or whatever. Wow, we're already at like 600 framesy whamsies. I'm joking. We're getting down there into the 30s. I just want to see how it's going to run at like 1080p, because like we put a lot of emphasis onto saying how unoptimized these games are these days. So I kind of want to see what the experience is like at 1080p.
What's going on? Sit down.
Wow.
What is this? Please note, I am recording this interview.
Ooh, look at that. See, that's looking really good. 150 frames. Let's see what settings we have on. Graphics. Oh, we're at low. Ha! Let's go back to Epic. I was playing around with that earlier. Upscaling, native AA, frame gen. Okay. Let's see how that's gonna look.
I know as much about him as you do. You have some kind of agenda here? What? No.
We're at 98% GPU utilization. Only using 10,000 or 10 gigs of memory at 1080p. So I think this game here does have ray tracing in it. Obviously, it's got that UE5 stuff.
I knew it was strange that someone with your military background would accept an entry-level security job.
Yeah, see the cutscene is smooth. We'll find out when we go to drive. Like, there's driving in this mission that we're about to go on, and more cutscene and stuff like that. We'll play this out for just a few minutes, kind of just see how it works and how it feels. Because I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we like kind of ruin our own gaming experience by by having these expectations that I'm not saying that it's wrong to have expectations, because these companies legit market this stuff as 4K or this or that. And then when you play and you're just expecting this like 4K experience, but then when you look at this at 1080p, I don't know if our frame rate's getting locked to 60 or not, to be completely honest with you. I don't think it is. I think the frame rate counter or the frame rate lock for that was turned off. So we're about 60, and we've got like all of these reflections and stuff. So like everything's maxed out right now. So if there is ray tracing, we are definitely using the ray tracing. But we're definitely playing this now, and I mean, it feels smooth. I mean, it doesn't feel like janky or anything like that. We are, so this will be the part right here that will kind of tell us how the game is going to really run.
Navigate to Marco Silva's house.
We'll notice if like we're getting like a lot of
How's it going?
whoop, I went the wrong way.
I just got full on interrogated about Morrison's office. Man, I knew it was a bad idea. It's Gary Brinkman we're talking about here. I guess it wasn't exactly subtle. Subtlety is not just eye check.
I like driving in the freaking this view.
I told her the truth about me. Hopefully got you off the hook. It got weirded.
Damn.
Something to go see Marco.
See, and this still looks so good. Like it still looks so freaking like the detail just looks very, very nice still.
Well, from what I know,
Very nice detail.
smartest guy in the room, or is this him? So, if
Wow.
you want to impress him,
Yeah, this feels a lot smoother. I'm not feeling like the
you're wrong.
massive like
Thanks, Seth.
freaking like frame rate like spikes and stuff that I was getting at 4K. This actually feels really nice. Very smooth to play. So with frame gen on, we're about, 55, 60 frames or whatever. But it feels so ultra smooth because we have the frame gen. Wow. Man, I kind of wish I would have just played this at 1080p because, damn, this is super smooth. I could have thrown it on my freaking 9070 XT or my freaking 5070 Ti, just played through this game at 1080p. I might actually throw it on the 5070 Ti and check that out. But here we are. Now, this is going to be like a little cutscene section, but look at the detail and the image quality on that. Yeah, obviously it looks softer because it's 1080p or whatever, but you could legit play this and be like, damn, dude, the smoothness is what immerses you. More than like the shiny graphics, because this looks good. Like it looks natural. It looks really clean.
Hello, Mr. Diaz. I'm Claudia, Marco's assistant.
And with the HDR on and everything.
Call me Jacob.
Come on in.
Actually, I don't know if HDR is enabled on this one.
Privacy out here.
Might have it disabled, so let's check and see if we do. Oh no, it's on. Okay, we're good.
Follow me. Can I
See, look how smooth the transition and stuff is between these freaking cutscenes and stuff. It's very, very smooth, very nice. I kind of feel like 4K is, it's not that it's bad, it's just, gosh dang it, it's so inconsistent to run games at 4K. You get a lot more consistency at 1080p, even 1440p for that fact. I mean, like this game would probably still run fairly decent at 1440p. You might have to turn on like a little bit of upscaling though on something like this, so you'd probably be at like quality, maybe balanced, but you would still get good image quality. Oh man.
Don't touch anything. Marco has specifically placed everything in this house using the key principle.
Very, very clean looking image quality.
Oh, and he's a germaphobe, so just keep physical distance.
Hmm.
Not bad.
That looks good, guys. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just because I'm on my screen and I'm looking at it and I can see like the OLED colors and, you know, the HDR like really makes it pop. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why it looks good. You know, I mean, I haven't played anything in 4K today, but I mean, this game does look good at 4K too.
I saw you working on plans.
I don't know though, man.
I've got a new speed.
Felt a lot better. Felt a lot better at the 1080p. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. I'm feeling like 1080p is not as bad as a lot of people try to make it out to be. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.